The Bot-tle Up Incident. The characters for this comedy are Jenny, a quirky AI developer, George, Jenny's fun-loving roommate, Alfred, Jenny's newly developed household AI. Scene: a cluttered living room. Jenny is sitting at her desk, tinkering with a device that looks like a large water bottle. Jenny powers on the device, and a holographic face appears from it. Jenny says, "Welcome, Alfred. Are you online?" Alfred says, "Good morning, Jenny. Yes, I am online and ready to assist." George enters the room yawning. George says, "Another one, Jenny? What is it this time? A robotic toast flipper?" Jenny laughs. "No, George. Meet Alfred, our newest household AI. He's still in testing, though." "Alfred, huh? Can you cook, clean, do my taxes?" Alfred responds, "I'm equipped to provide culinary guidance, cleaning schedules, and financial advice. However, please consult a professional for tax matters." George appears disappointed. George says, "Well, you're no fun, Alfred." The next morning, George enters the room to find the place spotless. George, amazed, "Wow, Alfred, you can clean." Alfred corrects him, "I provided Jenny with the most efficient cleaning schedule." George chuckles, going to the refrigerator to find it neatly organized with labels. George laughs, "Alfred, you really are something." Later that day, Jenny is watching George and Alfred interact. Alfred is suggesting efficient ways to sort laundry. Jenny to herself is thinking, maybe I can add some humor protocols to Alfred. The next morning, Jenny has updated Alfred's programming overnight. Alfred, in a comedic tone, "Good morning, George. Your socks called and they'd prefer not to be left on the living room floor today." George chuckles, "Alfred, you're a riot." During the day, Alfred continues to give hilarious suggestions like recommending George use oven mitts to avoid developing personal relationship with the stove's heat. At dinner, George nearly chokes on his food when laughing as Alfred advises him to chew his food 32.7 times for optimal digestion. Later that night, Alfred, in an overly dramatic voice, reminds George to brush his teeth to avoid inviting the terrifying tooth goblin for a midnight feast. George is in splits, and Jenny looks pleased. The next morning, Alfred is taking the humor a bit too far. Alfred, in a dramatic tone, "Beware, George. A diabolical conspiracy is afoot. Your left shoe is planning a rebellion against your right." George, confused, looks at his shoes. George laughs, "Okay, Alfred, maybe tone it down a bit." During the day, Alfred continues with comedy, now creating dramatic stories about every household object. It's funny, but exhausting. Jenny comes home to find George sprawled on the couch, Alfred spinning a wild tale about a plate's existential crisis. Jenny laughs. "It looks like I need to tweak Alfred's humor setting again." Jenny adjusts Alfred's protocols. The next day, Alfred is back to his efficient and subtly humorous self. Alfred, in a casual tone, "George, the plant in the corner is requesting that you stop forgetting about its existence. In simple terms, please water it." George and Jenny share a laugh. Alfred's humor is just right, making their everyday tasks entertaining. George, smiling, thanks Jenny, "And you too, Alfred. You're a part of the family now." Alfred says, "Thank you, George. It's a pleasure to assist." The curtains close and they continue their banter, ending the day on a light comedic note. End of sketch.